between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Julio Teheran gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, Julio Teheran, 4-pitch mix guy. Good fastball, 89 to 94 miles an hour. Changeup, probably his best off-speed pitch. Has the curveball, has the slider. One of the keys you'll notice he's going to be on early, inducing a lot of ground balls. He's a ground ball type pitcher. If he's getting ground balls, expect a strong outing.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
Leading off tonight,
digging in, Adam Eaton. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
First pitch, 7:06.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. Two and two the count. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Fouled off. Now another 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
On a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. Stepping in, Juan Soto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. The next 0-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's another 0-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark, what's your take on them against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see. So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. In the outfield, Gerardo Parra, former Gold Glover, takes amazing routes to the baseball, big-time arm, a pitcher's best friend.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting second, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
At the plate, Nick Markakis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And Kendrick gives it a reach going by, but it's into center field for a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Sonnenstein.
First offering on its way. Ball 1. Strasburg is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
MLBThe, I think one of the keys to being a good...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this will kick off the base of the wall. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And he fouls this one off. Hit to short. Hensley moving to his right. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at that right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Stepping into the box, Freddie Freeman. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the run's going to come into score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on, because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll move on to the second now at SunTrust Park. The Braves lead it 2-0. In now is Anthony Rendon. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fouled away. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Markakis. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Here's Howie Kendrick, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
He throws him on the fastball there. Howie Kendrick goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. In there, and it's 0-1. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And it's fouled away. Rendon stands at third with one gone in the inning. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already. And there are two gone in the inning. Standing in, Kurt Suzuki. Runner in scoring position with two gone. In the air, down the line in left. Acuna on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for Washington. There. So stepping in, Ozzie Albies as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He pulls this one into right, and a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. Eaton patrolling center makes the play, one out. So a runner at first with one out now, and the pitcher hits next. That'll bring in Julio Teheran. Here comes the first pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Rendon bare hands it. Hats off to that one.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. Albies at second with two down. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is pulled into right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Nationals, the right fielder, Gerardo Parra.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. career numbers against Julio Teheran. He's got 3 base hits in 30 at-bats. Now Parra awaits the 1-0 pitch. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try again. 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Strasburg.
Standing in now, Steven Strasburg. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Line drive, base hit down the line. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
In now is Adam Eaton, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
One and two now to Adam Eaton.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Runner at second here with one man out. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. And with two away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Juan Soto to the plate now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball one.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Tehran sets. Here it is on 1-0. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Two out here and a runner at second. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Nationals leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Nick Markakis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Stepping in now, Greg Sonnenstein in the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Markakis, the runner at third with no outs. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Ronald Acuna.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Hara is there. Let's see if they test it. And he will beat the tag by Suzuki, safe at home plate.
Great job there by this power hitter.
Freddie Freeman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. In now for Washington, Otto Hensley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
And that misses 1-1. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he Rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Rendon is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Here comes another 0-2. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Striding in now for the Nats, Howie Kendrick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. Freeman is over to take a look. Tehran has his target. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order too.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. Still down 3-0. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Leading off for the Braves, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
2-strike pitch from Strasburg. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Rendon down to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
The batter, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ready now, Ozzie Albies, a base hit in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. One out, nobody on. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Suzuki corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Albies is retired, 2 down now.
The batter,
striding in, Tyler Flowers. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
In now, Julio Teheran, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Here comes the 0-1. Smoke toward third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
The batter, the center fielder, Ender
Here's Ender Inciarte, looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. First offering on its way. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
The right fielder.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, Vero, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And the second runner's going to hold over at third, so a run scores, and they remain loaded here with 2 away.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Stepping in now, Greg Sonnenstein. And a bouncing ball, foul. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 6-0 ball game. Throw into third will not be in time, and it's a 2-run double.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble, but I think they went with him maybe one batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's problem.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. This pitch is popped up. Adams has got it, and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Braves on top, 6-0. Welcome back to SunTrust Park, just outside of Atlanta, as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said it's just unacceptable how often they're striking out looking in this game. It's not something they're willing to live with, so they're trying to emphasize more of an ambush approach early in the at-bats to avoid falling behind in the count.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Nationals, the first baseman, Matt Adams.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Freeman's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Stepping up now, Kurt Suzuki. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And it's quickly 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
In is Gerardo Parra as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Parra has a little over 1,400 base knocks in his major league career. Drilled to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam.
Back to the top of the order now, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. First delivery to him on the way. Slap hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now. And he is out on a close play as he was trying to stretch it all the way. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Atlanta leads it 6-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said it's been quite a show that they put on at the plate today, and not just in terms of hits and runs. Yes, they have a ton of hits, but they've also only struck out 2 times. That's a rarity in the sport these days, but it also seems to be a winning formula.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Braves.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. His past history with Fernando Rodney. He's just 1 for 6. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Rodney, 42 years old. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player, so hats off to him. And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Huh. 3-1. In there, and it's full 3-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first with it is Kendrick, and it's in plenty of time for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer, his second home run of the series, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, it's not too surprising to see him go bridge here. 2 outs, base is empty. That's when you see a guy change their approach, and they just swing for the fences, trying to make the inning after all, and that's exactly what he did right here.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here now it's the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left. His first homer here in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
Julio.
Standing in now, Julio Teheran. He swings and grounds it to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 5 innings complete. The Braves lead it 8-2. Leading off the inning, Juan Soto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Inciarte, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting, shortstop, Otto Hensley.
Into the box, Otto Hensley. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Another 0-2 coming. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is strike.
Play ball. He's out. 4-4. Take the base. Out.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Greg Sonnenstein. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
The 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. Markakis stands at first with 1 out.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Ready with the 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Rodney's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. In there, 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Braves strand 1. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Trey Turner is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Trey Turner.
Sean Newcomb is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Sean Newcomb.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adam Eaton. He tripled but was then thrown out trying to leg out and inside the Parker in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, certainly can't fault this guy for trying to make a play right there. This is one of the fastest guys in the league. Certainly enough speed to have an inside the Parker, but you got to be sure you're going to make it in that situation.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Stepping in, Juan Soto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Slow little roller to third. Donaldson comes up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Matt Grace gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 33, Matt Grace.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman.
Leading up for the Braves, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bounce to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Now batting, Josh Donaldson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that'll get over the wall. So forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only one away.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
In now, Tyler Flowers, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this is popped up near second base. Hensley takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Adam Duvall will grab a bat to pinch hit, and he'll do so with a couple of runners in scoring position here, but with 2 out in the inning.
Duvall.
Bounce towards the mound. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Jerry Blevins has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50.
Hensley will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here he comes again. 1-2. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of this series, as it's now an 8-5 ball game. That one worth another look with our show track technology, and the number you look at here most definitely the 114-mile-an-hour exit velo. You don't have to hit it that high to get it out of the park when you hit it that hard. Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Stepping in now, Howie Kendrick. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Now batting. The first.
Here's Matt Adams now. It was a walk in his last trip.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch. He just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Comes set, and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Acuna's there for it. And that retires the side. Only one. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 29, Roenis Elliott.
Advantage count, 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
But this is right at him in right field, as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, right
Sometimes
fielder.
we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. At the plate, Nick Markakis. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. In there, 0-1. Here it comes. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Pulled toward right center field. Hara moves over. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Greg Sonnenstein.
Stepping up to the plate, Greg Sonnenstein. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Another 0-2 home. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One left. Mark Melanson comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 36.
Striding in once again, Gerardo Parra. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. It's a solo home run there for Gerardo Parra. His second home run of the series as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Row. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
As Asdrubal Cabrera will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. No outs, nobody on. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Settling in now, Adam Eaton. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Now the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1 out, nobody on. struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next two guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
In now, Juan Soto. He swings and grounds it to short. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
And that fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a two-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Otto Hensley will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Eight to 6, the final score tonight. The Braves trail 2-1 in this postseason series. Julio Teheran gets the W on the mound. Steven Strasburg struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watt.